So in our last couple of videos, we've been talking about how Xbox is trying to break the curve with the console war by having the acquisition of Bethesda and just by announcing more games on their Game Pass and making it more accessible for both PC and Xbox. And there has now been recent rumours that the next Kojima production game will be an Xbox exclusive.
They ain't messing about. I think Xbox have finally decided that they're tired of getting their asses kicked in when it comes to Japan and all that, where they've always underperformed.
We are here.
Yeah, we've got Hideo now.
Yeah, we've got
Potentially.
Hideo. Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. They said that this has come back all the way back since February now, where they reckon that's the chief man at Xbox, Phil Spencer, has been in talks with Hideo now, and potentially, like you said, their next game could be an Xbox exclusive, which would be massive for Xbox, to be honest.
No, it's very interesting. Like, I was looking at the sales for the new consoles in 2020, and that was the one region where Xbox didn't reach was Japan, and obviously that's such a big market for gaming side. So if you get one of the biggest game designers to do an exclusive for your console, that's just going to win fans over.
See, I think as well in that region, I think the PS5 is literally outselling Xbox there like 5-1.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nearly 5-1.
Yeah.
So Xbox needs some Japan love.
Yeah.
They need it, and you can't really go wrong with Hideo. I'm interested to see what sort of project they do, because obviously with Sony they can sort of get away with doing games for Death Stranding, because I feel like the base people that sort of play or have a PlayStation, they're more open to playing those sort of games. Whilst with Xbox, they've always, obviously it looks like Xbox are trying to shift this approach, but they've always been associated with FPS games, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I understand that.
First-person shooters. It's more American and all that with Halos, and they used to do the Call of Duty exclusive, like times deals and stuff. And Metal Gears of War. Is it Metal Gears of War? No, Gears of War, not Metal.
Metal Gears of War.
I'm thinking of Hideo now. Of Hideo. It's just blurring into my head. But yeah, they always do shooters, don't they? So like, it'll be very interesting to see what sort of projects that Hideo has put up for Xbox. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm interested as well. There was rumours of a horror game, like so that would also be interesting. Maybe it'll be like his twist on Resident Evil. But yeah, I'm interested. Like, I think it will be not like a knockoff. I mean, I can't say a knockoff because he made it, but Metal Gear Solid. If it's like an RPG that has a lot of shooter elements, that would be very cool.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that would be like a stealth game, basically. That would be very interesting, because like you said, I don't think fans got mixed opinions about Death Stranding, which I understood because it just seemed like a lot of walking. It didn't seem like a lot was going on.
But, I mean, I tried to get into it, watching all its promotions and stuff like that, like the trailers.
They promoted the game heavily.
Yeah, I tried to get into it. I just couldn't. I just accepted that this game is not for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't really care for it at that point, because I was just like, it's clearly not for me. I can't get my head around what sort of game it is. Like, I know it's a lot of walking and you have to build stuff and deliver. You're like basically like a FedEx person or something like that.
Yeah.
And from the people that I've seen, some people really love it. Some people are just indifferent about it. And it did really well on PC, interestingly. I think it generated over $27 million of sales or revenue on PC since they ported it over. So but the thing is, it's interesting that PlayStation and Sony have sort of allowed Hideo. I mean, I say allowed like they own him, but like they haven't given him like another exclusive deal or something like that. They're sort of, maybe because it didn't do as well as they thought Death Stranding was going to do as a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, maybe it's interesting, because I just feel like PlayStation is trying to rely more on their American base rather than their Japanese one now, and that's where I think where Xbox is trying to take that advantage, because now that Kojima's exclusive, he can just go anywhere where the money is, and I don't blame him, to be honest. If Microsoft is going to give him that check, just make an Xbox exclusive, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I think this is what Xbox desperately needs, and if they even if it's not a traditional exclusive you would associate with Xbox, I think in the recent years they've been so underwhelming in the exclusive areas, and I hate when people say, "Oh, Dave shouldn't be exclusive." Sometimes I'm just like, "Shut up." I feel like consoles need exclusives, because otherwise, why own it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think it's not all games should be exclusives, but the actual developer behind the console or the manufacturer behind the console, they need their own line of exclusives. Like their games, they're console sellers. That's why you get these exclusives. And
you're right. Yeah,
and Xbox have just been behind it. So obviously these are all rumors at the moment, but if it's confirmed that they can get a Hideo game on there as an exclusive, and obviously you've got the Bethesda acquisition and all that, I think Xbox. They're gonna take the. I don't. I'm trying to think of the right saying here. They're gonna take the game. They're gonna take the game to Sony. Then I don't know. I don't know what the saying is, but they're clearly upping their game this generation of consoles.
Oh yeah, and E3 is going to be exciting just because we could see an announcement for the Kojima game at E3 as well as the new exclusive games.
Reckon?
We could maybe, man. Phil Spencer had that statue there. He's teasing. He's teasing fans. So, I don't know.
God, are you becoming one? Is this how you're doing your research? You see one little reference to it.
I'm
now
Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
You've just got a massive board of diagrams everywhere. What could this mean? What do the numbers mean?
To be honest, there probably won't be an announcement, but still, like you said, it's exciting, especially with the Bethesda stuff as well.
Yeah, 100%. I've never been you'll know this, I haven't been an Xbox person. I've always had a PlayStation just because I feel like PlayStation in the last 15 years or so, they've always just had better games to play from a console if you're just there to play games. I never really cared for the party elements or the online chat elements and all that. I just prefer playing games like Infamous and all that.
Yeah.
Xbox, I'm really intrigued. I've never bought an Xbox before, but if some of the titles they announced this year are pretty cool, I haven't bought a PlayStation 5 yet. Can't get the freaking thing, but can't find it without paying a fortune. But I might be tempted to get an Xbox.
No, it's very tempting.
I thought I'd say that.
Yeah, no, it's very tempting. I bought PlayStation 4 on its last cycle. But if there's any decent games on the Xbox, man, I might get it. I might have to cop it,
I might have to cop it. That's the thing. And I really like we've praised Xbox recently in the Discord video. With Microsoft tempted to buy Discord. We obviously praised them a little bit in the E3 stuff with some of their announcements coming. And I've said this already before that I like Phil Spencer as a guy.
No, he knows what he's doing. He seems like he's just making the right decisions.
Yeah. I think he just really understands. I think he's got an idea in his head what he wants to build Xbox into as a gaming ecosystem.
Yeah.
And the actions that they're doing over at the moment, it sounds promising. And when you're getting these sort of rumors, with working with such a well-known name such as Hideo,
exactly. Yeah.
They're doing the right stuff, Dill. They're doing the right stuff.
No, they are, man. And with the Xbox Game Pass, with the Game Pass, it's just going to help them on the PC side as well. Now they've got both sides of the fence with PC and games.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Hideo isn't exactly known for absolute mainstream games. None of his games have really been proper mainstream. Not a lot of gamers might even know who Hideo is if they're not really proper into their gaming. But
yeah.
Even if he develops an amazing AAA title, which he will, even if it is even mainstream, it's just another game for Game Pass, just to really big up that collection there, and just another way to sell it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, because Sony might have been paranoid because Death Stranding wasn't selling that well. If that happens with Xbox, they can just put it on Game Pass and they'll make a profit straight away.
That's what I mean.
Such a big title to have.
Yeah, and Microsoft have got the money, and so has Xbox. They've got the money to sort of, fund this sort of thing, and then to really try and big up their Game Pass service and all that. And if you can get these sort of really established titles on there, people will pick it up. It will be you need to have the games to advertise the service, and this is sort of what we were saying about Google Stadia. They didn't have this. Xbox are doing a much better job of trying to identify how to really make Game Pass seem appealing to people that might not ever have picked up in the past before.
It's exciting, man. Xbox is saying, I am here. I am here.
Yeah, they're going proper American with it. They're doing everything. They're going big and loud for this generation. And I am excited for it. The more competition, the more they start really going for Sony like that, I think good days ahead. Exciting days ahead, Bill, in fact.
I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited indeed.
I mean, do you want to hazard a guess what type of game Hideo's tricking up?
I don't know, man. He's such a weird developer. Like, no one expected Death Stranding. Because so yeah, I don't know.
Just imagine it being like you're a flying rabbit who's a secret agent, and you have to just go to different planets to find the eggs.
Go to different planets to find eggs. That's
my Hideo game, I reckon. You'll laugh. You laugh at me now, but you just wait. You'll see.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.